Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Broke Capitalist coming back at you today with some breaking news. We got 18 versus 22 states trying to duke it out, maybe. Hey, but before we get into this, please like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And let's just dive into it right now. I know you could have been doing something else, so thank you very much for stopping by and taking the time to hang out with me for a minute. So here we go. Battleground states urge Supreme Court to reject Texas bid to overturn Biden's win. Now, the battleground states whose presidential election results are being challenged by Texas at the Supreme Court urges the justice on Thursday not to take up the case. Now, here's the problem. Now, you got 18 states, Texas plus 17. Texas submitted the brief. Motion before put the motion before the Supreme Court to see if it can get heard before the case can be heard before the Supreme Court. It's been a long day, y'all. Now you got the Washington D.C. and 22 others states saying don't even listen to them. Don't even listen to what they have to say. Man, I'll tell you one thing. If they don't listen to them, man, what Kevin Hart say, it's about to go down. I don't think they cannot not listen to this. I think there has to be some clarity. There has to be somebody that says, look, they're right, you're wrong, based on the Constitution. Not according to the news, not according to big tech, not according to your feelings, but according to the Constitution. They're right, you're wrong. The country needs that because we're like split 50-50. Let me keep going. The 4 states targeted in the lawsuit warned in uncharacteristically sharp briefs that granting Texas unprecedented requests would do violence to the Constitution and disenfranchise millions of voters. Okay. I guess in their brief, they'll address the legal issue Texas brought up, because I read through this and they really didn't do that. Okay. But this is CNBC. So those states, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Georgia, have all certified their election results with Democratic Joe Biden defeating President Donald Trump. Nearly simultaneously, Washington, D.C. Attorney General filed a brief at the court on behalf of the District of Columbia, which is not a state, and 22 other states and territories defending the 4 states targeted by Texas. That friend of the court brief was joined by California, Illinois, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Vermont. The flurry of major briefs related to the case, including Trump's own request to intervene, demonstrated the dramatic and lingering polarization of the United States just weeks after one of the most contested elections in memory. This is why we're so polarized. We need finality here. Seriously. Pennsylvania in its brief called Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's long shot brief bid to overturn other states' elections legally indefensible and an affront to principles of constitutional democracy. I'm not going to go into the weeds here about the suit itself, but I believe it is legally defensible. It's basically it's a constitutional argument. It's a constitutional law argument. This is a legal argument, and basically what Texas is asserting is that under the Constitution, only the legislature can make rules regarding how elections are carried out, right? And apparently, Texas is alleging that in these 4 states, the governor, in some cases, the Secretary of State, and the courts made rules concerning the election, and that is unconstitutional. This is according to Texas. So I think they have a pretty good leg to stand on, but that just means, that's my opinion. I'm not Emperor Dre, so hopefully this will go to court so that either Texas can be proven right based on the Constitution, or Texas is proven wrong based on the Constitution. Cut and dry stuff too, not all right, anyway. All right, Pennsylvania, in this brief, all right, let's keep going. Sorry. Texas seeks to invalidate elections in 4 states for yielding results with which it disagrees. All right, Pennsylvania scathing brief reads. Dana Nessel, the Attorney General of Michigan, told the court in her state's brief to reject Texas's case outright, quote, "To do otherwise would make this court the arbiter of all future national elections." Again, they're not addressing the legal claim that Texas is bringing forth. That's the purpose of the court, to resolve issues between states. I mean, that's why the Supreme Court is there. They shouldn't have to do this, right? Quote, "The base of Texas' claim rests on an assertion that Michigan has violated its own election laws." Not true, quote. Nelson added, "That claim has been rejected in the federal and state courts in Michigan, and just yesterday, the Michigan Supreme Court rejected a last-ditch effort to request an audit." So that claim has been rejected in federal and state courts in Michigan. I'm not sure about that, because Texas didn't go to Michigan and sue in Michigan's courts. So the Supreme Court has first jurisdiction over disputes between the states. So I don't know how accurate that is. Christopher Carr, the Attorney General of Georgia, told the court that Texas was seeking to transfer Georgia's electoral powers to the federal judiciary. Again, I just don't think that's accurate. I think what Texas is trying to say is, look, they did this wrong. Maybe y'all need to redo it. Maybe. Respect for federalism and the constitutional design prohibits the transfer of power, but this court should never even reach that issue, he wrote. The replies came one day after Trump asked the high court to let him intervene in the case. The president, who is refusing to concede to Biden, has hyped Texas case as the big one, but election law experts say there's little, if any, chance the court will allow it to proceed. And obviously, there are legal experts who believe it will proceed, right? So just be honest, man. Just tell us the truth. You know what I mean? Just tell us the news. So far, the justices have not taken any action in the case, blah, blah, blah. For instance, the justices have not yet said whether they will hear a GOP challenge to absentee ballots received after Election Day in Pennsylvania. On Tuesday, they turned back an appeal from a Trump ally seeking to overturn results in that state in a one-line order with no noted dissents. Again, they're not addressing the legality of Texas' argument. Of course they're not. I don't know. I mean, it's not that hard. Right? It's not that complicated. It's just not. But they're not addressing that, and it's sad. Surprising, no, but sad. Still, Paxton's case has fueled hope among Trump supporters who are desperate for a sweeping desperate for a sweeping court order to cancel Biden's projected victory. Large swaths of voters are convinced by the president's repeated claims, unproven and frequently debunked, that widespread election fraud tipped the election to Biden. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I just wanted to point that out to y'all. So there's like, as of this video, there's 18 states who agree with Texas, and I guess 18 states 22 states and territories who think that the Supreme Court should not even hear the case. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about them saying their legal argument was just totally flawed. All right, with that said, I hope this gets out to the ethers. I hope YouTube lets you see this. Please like, share, subscribe to this content. Thanks for stopping by. Peace. I'm out. Have a good day.